the coming soon clip. We'll go into that in a minute, but I just finished watching Legends of the Sea Devils, and I have to admit, it's arguably probably the best Chibnall era pseudo-historical, because, like, it's funny, Chibnall has gotten better with the writing his last few episodes, and like, not only one, they're finally getting Yaz and the Doctor, the companion-doctor relationship that was lacking, arguably, the first two seasons. Because, yes, we got a lot of her interacting with Graham and Ryan, but Yaz kind of, until the Flux, was put to the sideline. And now, with them only having one more episode to go, they finally have, they're finally getting that relationship. And, you know, the interactions that the two have, like with coming to terms with their feelings for each other, they very much had Ten and Rose's chemistry, and I loved the pairing of Ten and Rose. So I'm very much for it. And they even say, the Doctor even says, I wish this would go on forever. Who are the other two companions that said that? Oh, that's right. Rose and Donna. During the best era of the show, the original Davies era. And okay, and I have to admit, I knew somewhat who the Pirate Queen was, so I have some appreciation for using her in this episode. And while I may not have seen the original Sea Devils episode from the Pertwee era, there's a lot of that era I haven't seen actually, but I have to admit, for having not seen the original, this episode is pretty good. And I like how, like, the modeling of the face of the characters look, and, like, the Sea Devils themselves are actually quite formidable. Like, I have to admit, like, of the Chibnall era monsters, these are definitely a contender for the best ones. And, like, I kind of was hoping that, and, you know, knowing that the next episode is Jodie Whittaker's final episode, it kind of makes me wonder what's going to happen to Dan and Yaz, and if they're going to be there when the 13th Doctor regenerates. And because of that, it makes me wonder how Yaz would react to it, because she's in love with the Doctor, and we know that 13 also loves her. So, like, again, it's come down to the same thing that Ten and Rose had, only they had more. Only Yaz has been with the Doctor through her entire run, and like the other, like Tennant had Rose season 1, well, and Mickey, like his first season. Then he had Martha his second, and then finished it with Donna. Well, of course, with Rose and Martha coming back, but that was like for only a few episodes, and she wasn't even a companion, like, at the time when Martha first returned. So I'm kind of interested to see, like, if Dan is going, like I said, if Dan's going to be there, because he does have Di, like, he has his, like, love interest, and Rose, like I said, Martha, Yaz has the Doctor, and okay, and again, Dan, I forget his name, I forget Dan's actor's name, but John Bishop, Mandip Gill, and Jodie's acting were on top form this episode. And I have to admit, like, I think it might be because, I don't know if it was because he had extra help from Ella Road, but Ella Road and Chris Chibnall handled this episode brilliantly. And okay, enough gushing about this episode. I have to talk about the coming soon, the trailer for Jodie's final story. Well, then again, I don't know if she'll be there for the anniversary special or not, but I can't believe they're actually bringing Ace back. I love Sylvester McCoy's era. So, and I'm actually currently reading A Childhood's End, which is, as you guys probably know, the Sophie Aldred's Sophie Aldred's book about what happened to Ace after she left the Doctor at the end of the classic era. And now that I know that they're bringing Ace back, and I'm assuming that that's Squeak, I'm assuming that the person who's with her is Squeak. So, or actually, I forget what her name actually is, but it's kind of funny. That book, Sophie Aldred's book, had her meeting Graham and Riot. But in canon, I'm not saying that her book's not canon, but in the TV show, it seems like Ace is only going to meet Yaz, and yeah, it's going to meet Yaz and Dan, which is good too, because like Modern Who has done it before, to where like they've had like a modern Doctor and companion meet a classic era companion, because they did it with Sarah Jane Smith in David Tennant's era. They did it with Matt Smith, Sarah Jane Smith, and Joe Grant in the Sarah Jane Smith Adventures, which is pseudo-canon to the modern series. Because, well, if you've seen Series 3, if you've seen Series 4, oh no, yeah, Series 4. Also, if you... I like how, like, her final story, I hope that I'm looking forward very much to the Jodie's episode, like Jodie's final adventure. And it makes me wonder what, like, if we're going to get a anniversary episode, like, because I know that the 60th anniversary is coming up, and like I'm wondering if we're going to get an episode for it. However, I'm also interested in seeing how they're going to handle Jodie's regen. And also, I like how, even now, they haven't revealed who's going to be the 14th Doctor. And I kind of hope that they don't until the episode airs. Because that would give a reason for people to watch the episode. To see, okay, here. You've been speculating for months to who the 14th Doctor is going to be. Well, watch the episode to find out. I just hope it's not another New Year's special, because that'd be kind of tacky to have her go out on a New Year's special. Like, it'll be okay for the New Year's special or Christmas special or wherever they choose to do to be like the next Doctor's intro, but I just hope Jodie gets like her own a very special outro episode. And like, again, I wonder, like, I doubt that they're going to do a multi-Doctor anniversary special, but I kind of hope they do, because it would be great to bring back a few, like, not to have Smith and Tennant back, like, within the 50th, but if he says yes to it, Capaldi and Eccleston. And even more so, if you could bring in, say, Paul McGann or Sylvester McCoy, or Colin Baker, or Peter Davison. Heck, even bring back Tom Baker and have the entire collection of living classic Doctors. Like, that would be fantastic. But that's just me fanboying. So yeah, I don't know how the fans are going to react to this, but I absolutely loved this episode. And now knowing that they're actually bringing Ace back, and we're actually getting Sophie Aldred in the modern era, like, it makes me very excited to see the next episode. Chibnall, you have me hooked. You know, I never believed what people said about about your writing. Series 12 was hit and miss, but Chibnall, you redeemed yourself. For now. Now, what did you guys think? I've mentioned I stopped caring mostly about what the fandom has to say about it because, well, it's most of it nowadays is a lot of negativity, and I'm trying to stay positive. But I want my subscribers who watch every time, the few people who actually, subscribers who are my Whovians, who actually watch my episodes every time. What was your reaction to this episode? Let me know in the comments down below, and let's get this discussion going. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bring on Jodie's final episode, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye.